welcome to Slogan's Rock and Metal Extravaganza. We're here today for a special music hangout. Today we're featuring the band Left End, and joining us is from Ohio, from fellow Ohioan, is DC.
Hello, guys. Well, former Ohioan, because now I find myself in the rural central Illinois region of the country in the Midwest, but spent the vast majority of my life in Ohio, and Northeast Ohio, where Left End is from is where my roots are. Grew up there, lived there the first 24 years of my life. So
yeah, nice,
cool.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else to come on here for this, so that was. I knew you were a huge Left End fan, so.
Yeah, they were really something, and that area of Ohio was a real hotbed. Late '60s, early '70s. You had some stunning talent come out of Northeast Ohio. You had the Left End, you had Blue Ash, you had Glass Harp. Get a little bit further north, Cleveland ways, you had the Raspberries, you had Joe Walsh with James Gang, Michael Stanley Band. Just a real hotbed, and you didn't even realize it at the time because that's just how it was. That was the music scene. But now in retrospect, that's an amazing amount of talent to come out of a little region tucked into the northeast corner of Ohio.
It's weird when you think about it. There's a lot of bands that came out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I mean, you go back further, the Ohio Players, right? So.
Yeah. Ohio Players from Dayton, and the Gods from the Columbus area.
Rock and roll scene.
That's right. But these guys really had a chance to be front and center big time. They had, they were ready when they got their opportunity, but it just never grew past a regional fan base.
Yeah.
Because, they had that first album on a major label, and it got great exposure. The album was reviewed for Rolling Stone magazine. So they were making inroads, but they just couldn't break out nationally, which is what a lot of bands is their death knell. You're great regionally, but you just can't break through and become a national act. So,
well, it's like that. There's bands that are big. You would say they're big in Canada, but they're not even big in Canada. They're big in Ontario. They don't even break out of the province. Well,
what do you think made them stand out? What do you think made them stand out? Like, why did they get like a label deal? DC. You think it was live show more?
They were fantastic live. They were great performers. Their lead singer, Dennis T. Menace, as we were mentioning before we went on the air, they might as well not have had the rest of the band on stage, because when Dennis was on stage, all eyes were lasered and zeroed into this guy. You never knew what he was going to do. You never knew how he was going to dress on a given show. He was combination Alice Cooper and Kiss. There were a few shows where the whole band dressed up with the makeup and the garb of, like, I don't know how you wouldn't put it exactly Kiss, but Kiss mixed with David Bowie and the Spiders from Mars. But these guys put on a very extravagant show. Dennis he held court. You watched him. There's all kinds of stories. I have a book that was written by the drummer. I think you could still get this. It's called Tenacity, the Left End Story.
Nice.
And it's got the outtake from their cover of their first album, or their only album, really. But it's got all kinds of great little stories. And for me, growing up in the area and being familiar with all these clubs, venues, people that they ran into, it's a good read. So if you are interested in Left Hand or whatever, just Google this title of this book or whatever, or Left Hand. Cool. It'll come up.
Yeah. I couldn't find much info about these guys, really. I just did like a little search yesterday, but I seen they were still like touring with the drum. Well, maybe not touring, but they're playing like live places in Cleveland and stuff. I thought it was kind of interesting too. They were the drummer guy mentions he wanted to use that studio in Cleveland because Grand Funk Railroad did. So that was part of the reason. So I thought
So many of these bands have connections.
Oh yeah.
Book references, Grand Funk and Ted Nugent. All these guys crossed paths in that time period and have stories about each other. It's kind of funny when I was a little kid and you'd open up the newspaper and they used to have ads for the movies. There were a couple of burlesque houses in Youngstown. They captivated our middle school attention. The star of the burlesque houses back in the day was a lady called Busty Russell. And reading this book, she took the stage with Left Hand one time.
Oh boy!
They said, "Hey, why don't you come up on stage with us and dance a little, or whatever?" You know, I wasn't there for that show, but I just found that hilarious. I'm just reading, all of a sudden, I'm reading Busty Russell.
That should have been a song, Busty Russell.
Busty Russell, yeah.
The Ballad of Busty Russell.
The Ballad of Busty Russell. Honest to God, you ask any cat that was about my age boy about that back in the day. Funny. It was always Busty Russell. You know, you call we'd call the convent at our Catholic grade school and ask for Busty Russell. Just juvenile shit like that.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
so they did get a major label deal. And a lot of people thought that they were going to really be something, like I said. And when we listen to it, you'll see the songs are there.
Oh, yeah.
The talent is there. It's just, how many times do these great bands, it's like you got to be a little bit lucky too.
Yeah.
The worst thing you could do is not be prepared when you get that one chance. At least if you're ready and you're as good as you can be and give it your all and it doesn't happen, that's the way it goes. But be ready if that opportunity comes your way.
What label were they on? What
the heck was it?
Let's see.
Daggone it.
Polydor, right?
I should Polydor.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you, Logan.
Polydor. Yeah.
And here, let me pull up something here if I can find it real quick, and I'd have everybody bored to tears. Come on, reveal yourself. Reveal yourself.
DC's revealing himself.
Anyway. There's a story in here about that album cover of that release, Spoiled Rotten. And come on. Oh, here we go. And if you can see on that album cover, there's a waiter serving the band. And they're dumping spaghetti on his head.
So ridiculous.
That wasn't originally the plan. And when the actor that was playing the waiter for that photo shoot found out, they suggested, "Hey, wouldn't it even be funnier or better photo if we dumped this plate of spaghetti on your head?" He goes, whoa. I guess he got paid extra money for allowing them to dump the spaghetti on his head. That was funny. I'm just here to act, to just present you food, not to wear the spaghetti.
We got to track that guy down for an interview.
I hope.
And we got a hot scoop.
Still burning.
We got a hot scoop out here.
They'll just have like hair at the sides and the top's all burnt.
We noticed you were already balding. Did the heat from the spaghetti contribute to that? Yeah. The spaghetti incident. Yes.
That's what Guns N' Roses wrote about.
Yeah.
It's a concept. It's a concept album.
About the Left End's album cover photo. Here's a fun fact for you.
I hope they let it cool down first. They just put boiling hot spaghetti on the man's head.
Knowing Dennis, maybe not.
Oh my God.
That guy was a little bit nuts. Very talented, but
that's funny. Yeah, so let's get into it. So we got the first single here. I don't know if you've heard. Have you heard the early singles? Or just the
Sunshine Girl, the single?
Okay.
Yeah. I did not have the single. A couple of my friends had it, and it was played on the radio all the time in Youngstown. Really? So
cool.
I'm a little surprised that I don't have the 45, because I was a regular purchaser of 45s back in the day. Yeah. Not so much albums. Albums had to, deliver a lot of newspapers and mow a lot of lawns to be able to afford the actual LP, but 45s, buy a bunch of them. But I don't have that one.
George asked in the comments, what was their biggest show? I don't know if DC would have any clue.
There was an amusement park in Youngstown called Idora Park, and it burned to the ground in the 90s. There was Spring Fling And those were big shows in the summer. This is in the early 70s. And I know Left End played a legendary show there where they did do the whole kind of Kiss garb before Kiss, actually. It was kind of Alice Cooper-y, but mixed with David Bowie with the white makeup. And then there was all kinds of colored swirls on their faces. And these outfits were like they came from the Crab Nebula. That might have been, as far as their local shows go, that was a huge one. Shared the stage with the Raspberries and a little bit bigger bands that were regional. And here's a fun fact for you. One year, Left End opened for, get this, the DeFranco family. Yes, Spring Fling would bring in a lot of teeny bopper acts like
weird.
David Cassidy or whatever. And I saw an ad scrolling around and it said, coming to Youngstown for Spring thing. It's the DeFranco family and had opening Left End.
That's so weird.
That's a weird pair up right there.
That's like Van Halen having, was it Cool in the Gang opening for them when they did their reunion shows? It's like, what?
Sometimes the matchups aren't that inspired.
It's a bit strange.
Very strange. But Sunshine Girl was my first exposure to Left End. And this single will encapsulate what all this band's all about as we listen through. But to hit the streets with this single, this is a good one, folks.
Oh, yeah. This is a good one. I'm looking for it. Yeah. It's a pretty heavy song for 71. Pretty rocking. So get right into it. Yeah, get right into it. All these pictures of them.
Yeah, and the kind of their trademark guitar approach was that twin guitar kind of. It was before Thin Lizzy that one goes an octave higher and that harmonizing
probably
guitar riff.
To the Allman Brothers or something, Wishbone
Yes,
Ash.
that was one of their trademarks that they drop into these songs, and you'll hear it a few more times as we move along. But
really like that one, yeah. I haven't heard
good one.
I heard one song. I didn't want to. The next one. So, yeah.
I want to get this fresh. Logan wants to take it all in fresh.
Yeah.
No, they were really something. Really a fine band. Like I said, Youngstown is probably about 80% Italian. These are all my paisans here. You look at these guys. Sunday was a big bowl of pasta after playing on Saturday night.
It was on the guy's head.
Yeah, the one guy wore it. The waiter wore it.
That's funny. So yeah, next one we got "Someday I Will See" is the B side of that Sunshine Girl single. So yeah, we're gonna get to that one. that was a
What do you
heavy
think?
heavy rockin' tune.
Yeah. What do you think, guys? They had the chops, did they not?
This is actually a year or someone, Wishbone Ash. This is actually a year before Wishbone Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the chops. Hey, I pulled something here. Like I said, you never knew what you would get when Dennis took the stage, their lead singer. This is what you might have gotten on one night. Look at that photo.
Oh my God. Let's see.
That is scary as hell.
Oh, Jesus. Looks like a black metal singer or something.
Yeah, looks like from
Corpse Paint and
from
some Norwegian.
Yeah, Norwegian death metal. Yeah, Scandinavian.
That's weird.
Here's a bill from 1989. Look at this bill of bands.
Oh, wow.
Left End, The Outlaws, Pat Travers Band, John Kay and Steppenwolf, Foghat, Molly Hatchet, and Bachman Turner Overdrive. $15 in advance, folks.
Wow.
$15.
It's about $1,500.
Yeah. Today that would be the price. Jesus. $15. Come on.
Boy. So now we're gonna move on to the full-length album here, Left End, Spoiled Rotten. It's not a very long album, 37 minutes, but it gets in and gets out, but it's just great rock and stuff. So gonna start off with that now.
Cover your head.
music. Everybody's bitching, saying you're too loud and acting way too proud. Everybody's laughing, staring at the stage when they see the singer rage. she loves me. Yes, I know that she loves me now. There is one thing I'm sure of, I will love her forever. 'Cause I know love will never die. Every little thing she does for me. And you know the things she does for me. There is one thing I'm sure of, I will love her forever. 'Cause I know love will never die. Every little thing she does for me. And you know that the things she does for me. open minds that are always free, so they can't bother you or me. We'll both never know harmony. You but not I can be free. You thought you'd never see the day when you could set all others away, to leave the world and all of its chaos, and live with me in lots of more. You never know stigma like me. You just wanna them, can't you see? Feel sexy love on all you need. Someday I'll have you back with me. You'll never know stigma like me. You're just one of them, can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see? It's over.
What an awesome listen. And that
This is
stuff is an awesome album.
How about them apples, folks?
To me, that's honestly that's a top album of the 70s for me. Like
It really is, and it gets
Like
still
it's-
is spoken of in very positive terms to this day.
yeah.
They deserved a better fate, but you know the music biz guys.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Like what a voice. Like I said, man of 100 voices. Guy's got like in that one song, he's doing that really weird, clean but high pitched vocal, and then he's back to the raspiness. And
Yeah, within that album, staying true to their band
yeah,
ethos, they went in slightly different directions, and that's what makes a memorable album. I mean, you can't just keep on pounding
Yeah.
the same direction.
every song sounds
every
different.
song,
Like,
yeah.
Variety.
Even even the cover was great. The cover of the Beatles. Like you would have preferred another original, but they did a great job with it. Like
Yeah, when you think about it, yeah, it would have been more natural for them to have done something like a Helter Skelter, but for
Yeah.
them to take, you know, a different track with their Beatle cover pick
yeah,
just adds to it, in my
Yeah.
Goes to
opinion.
show how good the
that's
vocal
true.
harmonies
Yeah.
are. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
great stuff,
No.
man. Yeah.
Did the other guys sing the vocal harmonies, or was that his voice?
No, they're
recorded?
I think both guitarists also,
So they
and
did
the
do
drummer did do some background
Okay.
vocals too.
That's
so
good.
That's where I heard the sweet kind of mainly in that
Yeah.
kind of.
'Cause
not
a lot
only,
of-
go ahead.
Because
Sidney,
a lot of
sorry.
times that's where sometimes bands would struggle live, right? If the vocalist is doing all
Oh,
the background harmonies as well.
yeah.
And you
And
do
these guys
really
can't-
notice it. You know, you do
Yeah.
really notice it if on record they're adding all
Yeah.
these little flourishes. Hear
Yeah.
them live, and it really takes away from it. Where Debbie makes a good point about the sameness. Unless you're AC/DC, yeah, those boys have rode that one.
exception.
Yeah, one exception.
Yeah. But Angus
I
did
mean-
Angus did background vocals though, right? So yeah.
Yeah, But these guys, interesting with what they added vocally in the band, and also their guitar playing. Those twin leads where they'd go an octave higher or whatever.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Good stuff.
That's like we were saying before, Wishbone Ash. That's probably one of the earlier bands to do that, and nobody who talks about them, besides people who know.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone earlier that was doing that twin guitar stuff.
Yeah,
maybe Lizzie on the first album.
Well,
a little bit. There was Sign. Well, no, because they only had the one, so it wouldn't even have been.
Everybody always brings up the Allman Brothers. So
yeah, Allman
Brothers.
The
Allman Brothers. That's a good point, Logan. Yeah,
but they did it in a more bluesy way, right? This was more.
Oh yeah, Left End's more like a hard rock kind of the way Thin Lizzy would end up doing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no one brings up Left End as like an influential band. Like the whole album. Like I know we're not. I'd be giving this a 10. Like if we were rating this, like I'd be.
Like, but we're doing that work here. We're doing God's work, folks.
Well, it's great to have somebody like DC on who has a book about this band.
Oh, Logan, I lived it, and the area I grew up with. I am so thankful I grew up there. What a rich heritage for music.
Oh yeah,
great Italian food. There were lots of really great things about Youngstown when I grew up. Then it all just went to hell, and it's a real shame. But my growing up in that city was it was really something. Very interesting people that lived there as well. It fueled a lot of my humor. Let's put it that way. Lots of characters.
For every one Mary Jo back then, there's 10 now.
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny.
For everyone, Busty Russell. That lady never got a break. Every time I'd open up the local paper to see who was going to be dancing at the Park Burlesque, Busty Russell. Can she not get a weekend off, folks?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's hilarious.
It's funny.
But these guys after this album, I mean, they toured. Yeah. And it was just, they were just banging their heads against the wall. It just wasn't going any further. Locally, they could do no wrong. They were king of kings. But when they'd get outside their Midwest stronghold, it just fell flat for whatever reason. I don't
understand because there's bands like we were talking about, Alice Cooper. He was doing the same thing pretty much. I mean,
I don't get it. There's so many of these aspects of the music industry and what makes one band succeed and thrive and another band just kind of have to fold after a while because you can only bang your head against the wall for so long until it's looking you right in the face what you need to do, and it's just move on. So
the worst comes to worst, they could have put that Beatles cover out as a single,
Yeah. And if you think about it, they had a Beatles cover on their album, Blue Ash on their first release, had a Beatles cover on there. So it was kind of the thing to do. Right. You get you a little bit of attention that way. So, but these guys took a break, but then I guess coming up, they got back together and did this EP. Yeah. And I want to point out one song on this EP, Riding Again. Tell me that don't sound like it could have come off of Physical Graffiti.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Awesome.
Just saying.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a shame because, like as much as I love all that 70s Aerosmith stuff, these guys are just as good, not better. Imagine if these guys kept going, they could have been like another classic band.
Yeah, it's a real crapshoot.
I don't know. I don't get it.
And you think how many bands that start out like Young DC and you're just playing high school dances and shit. You make your way into playing little clubs and everything. And if you're able to write your own stuff, you have higher aspirations. But like we talked about before we went on air, the Night and Air scenario is you're 47 years old and you're playing Foghat and Aerosmith covers in some dive bar in Akron, and there's nothing in your future. I mean, you could go to Arby's and slice the roast beef or make Jamocha shakes. But
make spaghetti.
Spaghetti pasta. You don't want to find yourself in that position, but these guys that love music so much, it's just like they can't give it up. Yeah. But these guys did for a bit, and then they came back with that EP, which
Yeah.
did pretty well, but they
Wasn't enough.
just
Too
could
many,
not.
too many years have gone by. Like that's
Yeah,
5 years? Like it's too
yeah.
much.
This is like 77,
70,
79,
79, yeah.
79.
And
It
LP
sold
is-
very well in Y-Town, but
Yeah.
probably nowhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. That's weird because they didn't even get like a multi-album deal when they got signed. Just one album deal, and then that was it. Like it's
I wonder if there's something more to that, or you know. I mean,
because most bands, if you get signed to a major label, they'll give you like a 3-4 album deal, not just
Yeah, or
"Here,
at least
one
two."
album. And, like,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
album. If it bombs, that's it. You're gone. Like what?
Maybe there's a nugget, a story I kind of glossed over in the book. I'll have to go back and see
Yeah.
just what really went down with their deal with Polydor,
yeah, maybe Polydor didn't push them enough, or you know,
or whoever was championing them at Polydor got deep
Sacked.
sixed or
Yeah.
sacked. Something happened that can
Yeah.
cause everything to just implode.
one little thing, man, that's all it takes.
And all these
Same.
labels just focused on their big bands that were already breaking through, and they're just like, oh yeah, Left End. We'll get to them later. It's like,
Yeah. You know, we've got this hot family group, the DeFrancos. We're putting all our cash behind that movement. The DeFrancos. God bless them. I think they're from your end of neck of the woods. Are you guys near Ontario? I think
Yeah,
someone
I'm in Ontario.
I think the DeFrancos are from the Ontario area.
Okay.
God bless
Oh,
them.
they're not Ohioan? Okay.
No,
The
no.
DeFrancos.
No,
We're
they
gonna
brought
do
them in to
We're
open
gonna have
that
to do a
show.
Franco music hangout.
Pop group. Yeah, Port Colborne, Ontario. Okay, they are Canadian. Well,
There you go.
all the Francos. Oh, there's an entire family. Okay.
Here's a fun fact for you. They're all DeFrancos.
Oh my god. Tony, Benny, Marissa, Nino, and Merlina. That sounds so made up, but
Oh, and that sounds so Youngstown.
oh, that's funny.
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, and then we're gonna start the second video. Got to send you the link, so I'll end the stream, and then I'll just
All right.
I'll quickly send it to your email, and then yeah. So thanks everybody for watching, and stay with us. We're gonna get to the next listen, and yeah.
Thanks,
for watching.
folks. We really appreciate it, and we'll have more fun for you on the other side.
Yep. So see you in a bit.